Hello friends, today in this tutorial we will be building a real-time application where we will be converting the raw JSON to an Excel file using Node.js and Express. So for this application we will be using a module called as json2xls. So basically this is a module. It has got 13,000 weekly downloads, and all the source code regarding this video will be there inside the video description. You can go to my step-by-step blog where I have given the all the source code. You can just click on the copy button to copy all the source code. So go to the video description. So we will be deploying this app live on my website, which is freemediatools.com. You can see that we will be deploying this service. So first of all, we will make a project here. So I will go to my desktop directory, go to the projects, and here I will open the command line. So I will make a new directory. So just wait here, we need to enter here command line. So make directory json2xls project, and I will be cd into it json2xls project. And here first of all we need to initialize the package.json file of Node.js application. So whenever you are making a Node.js application, you need to make package.json file. So just execute this command npm init-y. After this we will execute this dependency. We will install Express, will be the server for us. Next we need to install EJS, which is a template engine for Node.js, embedded JavaScript templates. Next we need to install this dependency json2xls, and then we also need to install one other dependency, which is JSON. This is used to validate our JSON, which will be providing the input. So we also need to is JSON. So let me just clarify, is dash JSON. So just enter it and it will install these 4 dependencies to our package.json file. So this will take some time. This will depend upon your internet connection. So it will install these dependencies. So let me just see here. I will be back whenever these dependencies are installed. Now you can see that, guys, the dependencies are installed. So we can just open this inside our Visual Studio Code text editor. You can use any text editor of your choice, but I will highly recommend that you use Visual Studio Code. This is very fantastic editor for programmers. So as you open the project, you will see a package.json file will be automatically created for you. You can see this is a package.json file. If you open this file, you will see typical information about your project, such as name, version, description, and the dependencies which are installed inside your project. EJS, Express, is JSON, and json2xls. Now we will make the starting point of the application, which is index.js. So just make this file index.js. So here we will start our Express server, very basic code. So let me just import Express. We need to require it. Then we need to make a app variable, initialize the Express variable, and then app.listen on a specific port number. So we will initialize the port number. And the second callback function, here we can just console log a simple message that your app is listening on this port number, port 4000. So we will have a variable here, port to 4000. That's it. And now we will make a simple get request to the home page. So whenever we make this, we need to load a template. So for loading the template, we will make use of EJS. But before that, we need to set the view engine like this, app.set. And here we need to provide the first argument as view engine and the next argument as EJS. So after setting this view engine, we can simply response.render, and we can have our index template. So here inside our root directory we need to create a views folder, and then inside this we need to create index.ejs, the extension. You can see that. So here you can write any sort of HTML, valid HTML code. So for styling purposes we will use some Bootstrap. You can use any front-end framework, but I love Bootstrap, so I will use Bootstrap. So for the title we can just say, we can also provide dynamic title as well. Here you can see that this is the beauty of EJS. So here we can just say raw JSON to Excel. We can say here convert raw JSON to Excel file, free converter, and then the name of the website, which is freemediatools.com. And now to embed this dynamic title we can use a very simple syntax: angular bracket, then percentage sign is equal to title, and then again percentage sign angular bracket. So this will embed the dynamic title for us. And now we can simply have a container class or Bootstrap here, and then our form, which will be a heading which will be having a center position. So here we can simply say here raw JSON to Excel file. After that we can have our form. Action will go to the route, which will be JSON to Excel, and the method here will be post. And now inside this we need to create, we will use the form group class of Bootstrap just to make our input field very nice. So here we will use text area, not input field. So for this text area we don't need the name attribute. Oh sorry, we need the name attribute, but we don't need the ID. So name I will provide as JSON, because here we will be inputting the JSON here. Columns will be 30 and rows will be 30, and simply I will be having a placeholder. Paste your JSON here, and also we will have a simple label here, JSON data. That's it. So after this guys, we also need a simple button to submit the form. So this is very easy. We can have another form group class, and we can have these button classes of Bootstrap: btn, btn danger, and btn block. So this will be download Excel file. That's it. And now the template is ready here guys. We can start the node index.js to start the application, just to check. So now if I open localhost, let's suppose if I open this address localhost 4000, you will see this is sorry, we haven't provided the form control class of Bootstrap also. So here we need to provide this class form control. This is another Bootstrap class. So whenever you make a change you need to restart here. So just restart here, and you can see now this is looking great here. So here you will paste your JSON data, a valid JSON data you will paste, and click on the download Excel file, so to convert it to the Excel file. So now what we want is guys, we want to make this post request JSON to Excel. So simply if I go to index.js file, so we will make this post request post JSON to Excel, and this takes the callback. And now first of all we need to import all the dependencies that we installed here. First is the is JSON, next is our json2xls. So you can see, you can cross check in package.json. We are importing is JSON and json2xls. And now first of all, in order to receive this data, which is JSON data, which is coming from index.ejs, we have given this name attribute JSON. So now to capture this, you first of all need a body parser middleware, which is a built-in dependency. So here you first of all need to require it, just require it. And then after you initialize your app variable, you can just write these two lines: app.use body parser.json, and then app.use body parser dot URL encoded, and here you need to pass extended to false. So just write these two lines, and now you can get the JSON that the user submits. So you can just get the JSON data variable I will construct. So this will be request dot body dot JSON, the name attribute that you have given. And now we can check inside this if condition that if the JSON data submitted is valid or not. So we will make use of this method is JSON dependency, and we will pass this JSON data here. We will pass it. So if it is valid, we can proceed here. Inside else condition, we can pass here response.send. We can pass JSON data is not valid. That's it. So basically we will send out this error here to the user. So now if I reload the application and if I submit a wrong JSON value, you can see if I paste here wrong data here, if I click, you can see JSON data is not valid because it returns false here, and we need to submit valid JSON data. So if I just copy the valid JSON, and this time if I submit a valid JSON here, so you can see this is valid JSON. If I click download Excel file, you will see this will not submit this message because this is a valid JSON. So now we simply need to convert this to a Excel file. This is pretty simple, guys. We will make use of this dependency, which is json2xls. They have provided a simple example on their website plugin documentation. You can see that if you look, we simply need to pass this like this. Let me just copy these two lines here. So all the source code will be there inside the video description, so don't worry. So you can see that. Now we need to also import the built-in dependency file system. We need to require this dependency in order to create files on the server. So it will create this data.xls file here, and we need to pass this xls, which will have our JSON data. So let me change this to JSON data, and this is a binary file, so we need to provide a third argument as binary. So now if I restart the application, you will see let me just restart it. So your app is listing on port 4000, and now guys what we want is that if I now paste it here, oh sorry, if I paste my JSON data here, valid JSON, so it's an array of objects. You can see that it contains these objects. If I click download Excel file, so what is it is telling here, let me just see, it is guys, the error was very simple. This JSON data is a string, JavaScript string. It's not an object. So first of all, you need to convert this string to an object by using a built-in method of JavaScript, which is json.parse. So you need to wrap this JSON data inside this method. So it will convert the JavaScript object notation string to an object. So just make this modification, and now you need to restart your Node.js application. So once you do that, so just refresh your application, go to localhost 4000, So if you refresh, so here once again you need to copy paste valid JSON. So just do that, and if you click download Excel file, you will see no error will take place, and on the left hand side a data.xls file will be created. And now you can open this Excel file. So I have a software installed on my PC here. So if I open this Excel file, it's a 7 kilobyte file. So you will see now it has successfully parsed that JSON and converted it to an Excel file. So you can see it has got 8 entries. First is the first name, last name, email, mobile, country. So in this way you can convert any sort of raw JSON to a Excel file. So now the job is not complete. We need to download this Excel file instead of creating it. So this is very simple. We will use response.download method of Express. So once the file is created, we can just response.download, and here instead of hard coding the file name, we can create a dynamic name by using date.now function. So every time it will create a unique name to us. So output.xls, this is a file. So we can just pass this dynamic name excel output. So once this is created, we can pass this here like this, excel output. So this also contains a callback function as well. So whenever the file is downloaded, so it contains a error variable here. So we can check here if any sort of error take place, then we can send out a response here, unable to download the Excel file. But before that, we also need to delete this file from the server because we know that the file was successfully converted. So for deleting it, we will use this unlink sync method, and here we will pass the path, which is Excel output. That's it. And now if the file is successfully downloaded, in that case also we need to delete this from the server. So unlink sync and Excel output. That's it. So now it will download this Excel file for us. So now what we can do is that we can restart the application. So if I restart it, and once again if you go to localhost 4000, and here you need to copy paste your valid JSON here. So click on download Excel file. So you will see it will download this Excel file for you. A dynamic name will be generated and you will see this is your Excel file. So if I check my server, so you will see this file will be automatically deleted. No file is there. So in this way we have successfully created this app. Now we simply need to deploy this application to the live free media tools website. So for that we once again need to open putty client here, which is a client to connect to the VPS. So if I open this, provide my username and password. So I am successfully connected. You will see this is my free media tools folder. Sorry, free media. And now inside this we need to install these two dependencies which I have installed right now, which is JSON and json2xls. This is pretty easy. We can just do npm I is-json and json2xls. So just install these two dependencies. It will install it. So this will take some time. So it has installed these 6 packages. So also we can use FileZilla, which is a FTP client, to transfer the files to our server. So it will open it. So just wait. Once again we need to provide the values here to connect to our VPS. And the port number, so 22 is the port number for FTP, so it will use these values to connect to my listing. Here on the right hand side you will see this is my free media tools folder. So here we need to go to the public folder, or sorry, views folder, and inside this we have the partials folder. And first of all we will edit this services.ejs file, so in order to add a new service to it. So it will open this, so we can edit the file inside FileZilla. This is a great thing about it. So you will see these are all the services, and here we need to change the color here, so I will change this to 3, and simply I can copy this, and let me change the color to 4 here, and the title of the service will be raw JSON to Excel file, raw JSON to Excel. So simply this will go to JSON to Excel. So if I save this, just save this, and now you will see if I go to my free media tools website, a service will be added here. You can see raw JSON to Excel. So now if I click it, we need to add a route here for this. So simply I will go to here, we will create a file here, which is create new file, and this will be JSON to Excel .ejs. So now we will open this file. Sorry, view edit here, so we will edit this file here. So now I will take a file, so I will just copy this here. This is my template code here, so we need to, this template code need to be common in all the files, so that I'm just copying pasting it. So here I will change the title to raw JSON to Excel file. So this will be JSON to Excel. This will be a post request, and this multi-part form data need not have to be present here. And what we can do is that we can just copy paste the code here which we have written here. So this is a complete form, we can just copy paste it here. So this is the form here, we can just copy paste it, that's it. So this is our form here, so we can simply save this file also, close it. So you will see, click on yes, so this will create this Excel to PDF. Now what we want is that we need to simply go to our index.js and copy paste the code here. So right click, view edit, and I will open my index.js file. And first of all we need to import these two dependencies. First is JSON and JSON to XLS. I will copy paste these two lines and paste these two lines here, like this. After this I will go into that, this is my get request and this is the post request. So simply you just need to copy paste it here, and right at the bottom you can just paste it here like this, paste. And this needs to be changed, guys, JSON to Excel, JSON to Excel, and this also needs to be changed, JSON to Excel. the file we have created, JSON to Excel. So this will be convert raw JSON to Excel file, free converter, freemediatools.com. That's it. So we can click the save button, and we can just click on the yes button here. And once you make any sort of changes to index.js JavaScript code, you need to stop the server, pm to stop index.js. This will stop the server, and to relaunch it, pm to start index.js. So this will start the server once again, so you will see. And now if I reload the website, live website, you will see if I click this service button, raw JSON to Excel, this is my template file. If I provide wrong data and click on download Excel file, you will see JSON data is not valid. And if I provide valid data, let's suppose if I copy paste this valid JSON and paste it here, click on download Excel file, so you will see it will download this Excel file on your computer, so you can open this Excel file. So you can see that. So in this way we have built a real time web application where it converts raw JSON to Excel file in Node.js and Express. All the source code regarding this video will be there inside the video description, and a live demo of this web application is also given in the video description. So thanks very much guys for watching this video. If you like this video, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next video.